Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 7 of the Mount Silver League. This week, I played Jay and the UNC Wingulls from like many other leagues I've been in, NCL specifically. Um, yeah, good friend, so it should be well. It was a good match. It was a really good match. He's a good battler, and it was a very close match. Um, He brings the Victini, which I'm scared about. He brings the Jolteon, which is annoying to deal with. Frostlass, I wasn't really expecting, but did bring it, and it was annoying. Zygarde, uh, I have a pretty big ground weakness, so I'm not surprised to see that. Ineor, I was kind of surprised. I was expecting like a Tapu Bulu, something like that, or Dino. I was kind of surprised about as well, but I mean, it is a very good wish passer and stuff like that, so can be very annoying to deal with as well. My team down the bottom here, you can see it to the left, well, to the right, whatever side it's on. It's on the side, that's the team that I brought, so if you want to have a look at that, feel free. But yeah, so I've got Tapu Koko, Gliscor, Umbreon, Kyurem, Alolan Raichu, and Venomoth, which I feel like is a pretty strong team. Pretty decent against what he brought as well. My plan was to lead the Tapu Koko, hoping that he might lead like Zygarde or something like that. Because my Tapu Koko is built to always live a hit from the Zygarde and be able to Oko back unless it's super bulky with Z Dazzling Gleam. So I lead with my Koko, he leads with the Frostlass though, so that's not the best for me, but I do just get a Toxic off on the Ordino here, which is very nice. It pressures that, means it can't stay in too much, but it does have the Regenerator, so it's not going to be that great for me. Not knowing what this thing does, it could have Toxic of its own. I don't really want to get a Toxic on my Tapu Koko at this point, so I switch into my Venomoth and get Frozen, unfortunately. I did go for a Quiver Dance there, I believe. Potentially could have been a Roost, but hoping I unfreeze on the first turn. But I do not, so I've got to switch out because Victini comes in and still does a chunk with that V-Create. I probably could have roosted, but not roosted. Sorry, I don't have roost on this set. I could have. What could have I done? I could have gone for an Earthquake, or I could have gone for a Taunt or something like that. I mean, taunting on the Victini wasn't really the best bet. Protecting was probably the best bet I could do, just get some health back. After the V-Create, he's probably scared that I would outspeed him. I think he was Scarf though. I can't remember. But yeah, he brings the Frostlass in and then taunts as I switch into the Umbreon, which is good because good for him because I've only got Foul Play and three status moves: Wish, Protect, and Taunt of my own, I believe. So I go for the Foul Play here. He's obviously expecting that. It's pretty standard on an Umbreon. Goes into Zygarde, go back into Gliscor, and he goes for Core Enforcer. So definitely a little bit unexpected there. But I can protect to get to a place where I can live another one without getting hit as he goes for the Earth Power, expecting me to switch, I assume, and I get a Taunt off so he can't sub or anything like that. But yeah, it's still doing a ton of damage. I'm not doing much back. He's got leftovers, so he's pretty bulky. As he switches into the Frostlass again to try and threaten this thing out. But I can just protect on it again, get my health back up. Then go into Kyurem as he taunts again, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Ordino comes in, I can't really touch that much. It's bulky and annoying, but it can't really touch me that much either. I mean, that was a good double on his part. Um, and we see that V-Create is still doing a ton to this Umbreon as well. I think my Umbreon was more specially defensive this match, so I should be able to live another one though. So I go for a Protect because I think it was a roll. Going by what my calcs are saying. I get a Torn off, you get Stealth Rocks up. I don't know if this was a Shell Smash variety. It could have been because did have White Herb that we find out later in the match, but get a nice Wish off as he predicts the Wish into the Gliscor, which, I mean, makes sense. Um, just Protect, stall out another Ice Beam, I guess. This game went pretty stally. I didn't mean to bring a stally team, but that's just how it happened. Taunts again as I go for a Wish. I should have just foul played, but that would have made my life a whole lot easier. I was worried about uh, I was worried about Signal Beam from Jolteon there. If it was like Life Orb, it had a chance to kill if he had it. But he goes for the Hidden Power, whatever Hidden Power that was. Ice, I think it is. It would make sense to be Ice, or else Gliscor kind of walls this thing. I didn't want to check to see if this thing was scarfed or not, so it would just burn another V-Create. Get some health back and whatever. Get rid of those rocks, which is nice. And Protect for some more health as he goes for a Taunt. And don't want to get Ice Beamed, so into Venomoth I go. And I live, get my Aya Papa Berry off, and get the Roost off back to 100% as he taunts. And I Sludge Bomb, predicting the taunt because he was going to be faster. And then my Sludge Bomb gets disabled as well, so literally I can't do anything with that at the moment. But that's okay. Goes for the Thunder Wave, gets that on my Kyurem. Sucks, but I go for an Iron Head thinking he's going to taunt, but that allows me to just substitute on the Ordino, which can't really break my sub even with the ice, even with what it's shown me. Glaciate to slow down this Victini, and even here I don't know if it's scarfed or not because I mean I slowed it down, but I'm also parried and it's a fairly bulky variant as well. So a nice call on the going into the Minior there, predicting the Earth Power. But I get a nice Glaciate off on that, and we popped the White Herb there, so it quite possibly could have been Shell Smash, but get an Iron Head off on the Dino again, because Iron Head was my best bet to hit anything that might want to come in there. We see the Ice Beam. I don't know if that's the first time we've seen it, but we definitely saw it. Gonna Wish and get paralyzed again, but fine, that's okay. I'm behind the sub. He can't break it with a U-turn. And he's still faster than me even if I glaciate, so I can just keep getting chip on this Ordino, which is nice. Once again, I slow the Victini as he gets a Wish back, but he's still going to be faster than me. Break my sub. Goes back into Ordino. I just get my sub up again. And so yeah, I'm definitely playing some stall here, but I kind of felt like I needed to. Kyurem was a pretty big win con in this team, looking at the two teams that we have. If I can get through this Ordino, then Kyurem can do some work to the rest of the team for sure. And I get parried there. Earth Power, get a crit myself, which is nice. But I think we see there that he's pretty bulky. Actually, no, that's pretty standard choice scarf damage. So, um, yeah, that's pretty standard earth power damage against a choice scarf variant. So it could, well, it would be a really low roll, I guess. So you could have some bulk invested as well, but he gets that all back with a wish. So it was pretty meaningless. Pops my sub with the Zen headbutt, and I get parried on the sub again, I believe it was. But yeah, he switches out. I switch out. Shows the ice beam again, but my Gliscor can live it. I get rid of the rocks. I can get some health back with some protect stalling, I guess. Sorry for all the stall, Jay. I didn't mean to play this way, but it's just how it worked out in the game. Venomoth comes in, I get a sludge bomb, no poison. That's the second sludge bomb, no poison. And Umbreon goes down to the crit there. Sucks, but what can you do? Bring Gliscor in. I felt like I could have gone Umbreon into Gliscor. He told me after the game he didn't have anything to touch my Umbreon with, so keeping my Umbreon alive probably would have been good for my team, but I can get some health back with Gliscor there. He doesn't want to stay in on my Tapu Koko with the Minior. Go for that Dazzling Gleam, but Thunderbolt from the Ordino is shown as well, so I mean I don't really have a lot that's weak to the Thunderbolt. I don't know why he brought the Thunderbolt. Polion, I guess. And I mean obviously I'll have the electric terrain up, but I mean Empoleon's my only electric weakness. So yeah. I'll Quiver Dance and he shows the Encore, so that sucks for me. I probably should have just switched out here. But I mean, I go for another Quiver Dance. As he goes for another V Create. Gliscor can take this one. Oh. Yeah, I mean, Roost would have been nice, but I didn't have it. Managed to get the taunt off on the Minior here. Stealth Rocks, HP Ice, Acrobatics. I mean, we haven't seen the Acrobatics yet, but he goes for it soon. Gets a crit. So what are we seeing? We've seen Stealth Rocks, we've seen HP, Ice, I assume, Acrobatics. I think that's the only moves we've seen. So he quite possibly could have had Shell Smash. Wouldn't be surprised with an Acrobatic set. It does go down, but my Kyurem is like weak now. And I don't really want to sack off my Gliscor or any of my other team. I feel like they're all pretty useful still. I mean, going for a taunt there probably would have been nice on the switch, the potential switch, but now obviously, yeah, Venomoth is going to go down there. I think it was the least useful mon on my team. I needed to get some health back on my Tapu Koko, so it's 5-3, looking bad for me. He does go for that U-turn on my Gliscor into the Frostlass. That's alright, I can protect, get some health back. I can live another V-Create from the Victini still, so. And Tapu Koko, live the Ice Beam. And we see the Thunderbolt as well from the Frostlass, so I don't know. I don't know why. I can get back to Max Elf and just U-turn out on whatever he wants to bring in. Allows me to go back into Gliscor. I can defog these rocks away now that Inior is gone, can't get them back up. Yeah, I took the risk on the taunt, so we can't wish as well. I was pretty sure that I had enough health that I lived, and I did, so that's good. And then I defog to get rid of this Ordino, get rid of the rocks. They can't come back up, which is great for me. I can switch around freely. And at this point, we're seeing all the Frost Lasses set. So I can set up in front of it with my Raichu. If he had gone into like the Zygarde or something like that, probably would have been bad for me, but yeah, he was expecting me to go for an electric move, obviously, gets in Jolteon, but I Nasty Plot, that was the plan, Nasty Plot in front of the Frostlass or the Jolteon, depending on what moves I'd seen against them. Obviously, we'd seen Encore against the Ordino, so I can't Nasty Plot there. Or nothing was going to kill the Ordino. Thunderbolt was going to do the best. Like I guess I could have Thunderbolted. He does sack the Frostlass to try and burn the terrain turns, but yeah, I could have Thunderbolted the Ordino, he Encored, and then he goes into Zygarde, and that would have been pretty bad for me. But he decides to go into the Frostlass and sack. Psyshock does 62%. I didn't want to get locked into Thunderbolt at this point. But since he didn't bring in Zygarde, I just go for the Thunderbolt there, just to guarantee that I killed it. I mean, a Psyshock probably still would have done the job and would have hit the Zygarde pretty hard if it came in as well. But I don't think it would have killed the Victini. And then, yeah, the Thunderbolt was mainly just in case he tried to switch the Victini in. I don't think Psyshock at +2, yeah, Psyshock at +2 wouldn't be doing enough to kill the Victini, and then Victini could revenge something, would be able to kill something at that point because Electric Terrain was running out. So Thunderbolt was, in case he switched the Victini in, it would have killed, whereas Psyshock wouldn't. But yeah, that allows me to get well, I got to switch out. I think what happened, I can't remember now. Psyshock, yep. I spam. I Thunderbolt here, which is the play I just explained. And then he brings in the Victini. I got a switch into the Tapu Koko, and he goes for a U-turn. I'm a very bulky Koko, so I could have taken one V create there, and then I would have outsped Scarf Victini. I would have been able to roost on it, and it was his last V create, so yeah, he does U-turn, goes into the Zygarde. This is where I get my Dazzling Gleam off, and he goes for the Glare. I don't know why he went for Glare there. Would have been Core Enforcer would have been the play. It wouldn't have killed me. I don't think. I calculated that it wouldn't kill me at that point. Oh, right, Core Enforcer's a dragon move. It wouldn't have done any damage anyway. I thought it was a ground move, but alright. So what was it? He was Glare, Core Enforcer, and I think he said that it was Rest, which he said was a terrible prep because I have a Coco team. But yeah, who knows? And we see it's very bulky as well because that Twinkle Tackle did not kill it, but the Dazzling Gleam will. and he goes for the bolt strike. He doesn't want to use his last V create. Even if it did, it wouldn't have killed me. And then Raichu cleans up. So Raichu putting in the work here, and a very long game, but a very fun game, very good game. Um, Great game, Jay. I had a lot of fun playing in this match. So thank you all for watching, and I mean, it's probably better that this turned out being a post-com than a live-com because yeah, as I said, it was a very long game. Um, Lots of thinking about plays and a bit of stally plays in the middle there and stuff like that. So um, yeah, post-com because my audio did not work. Should have explained that at the start, but my computer restarted thanks to a power outage last night, and I didn't check my audio settings on OBS when I woke up and started recording. So yeah, that's just how it is. Hopefully it works now. It should. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you later.